Hey everyone, welcome back. Um, Today I thought I'd talk a little bit about recycling. I know there was Global Recycling Day back in, I think, April or maybe March. And then Earth Day was or when is Earth Day? Earth Day is in April. So April has Earth Day. Global Recycling Day, I think, is in March. So, I wish I had those dates offhand. I think Earth Day is April 22nd, so. Um, but I thought since it's spring cleaning time and the weather's getting nicer, at least in Ohio, I thought I'd jump on and give you some recycling facts and maybe some inspiration to maybe try to recycle some more or find ways to reduce waste or something like that, or whatever you want to do. Because if you think about that saying where they say reduce, reuse, recycle, it's in order of what you're supposed to do. First, you're supposed to reduce the amount of stuff you use, amount the waste you produce, stuff like that. And then you're supposed to reuse the things you have. Hopefully that washer isn't too distracting for you guys. But then you're supposed to reuse things, repurpose things, reuse things, give things a new life, stuff like that. And then either if you can recycle it, you're supposed to recycle it. If you can't, you just have to trash it. But it's in order. But I found these facts on recyclingacrossamerica.org. So you can look this up if you want. It says recycle, and this is why I'm making this video. This fact says recycling is in a crisis in the U.S. due to public confusion about recycling, which I find fascinating because I've learned quite a bit about recycling within the past couple of months, like 6-ish months, 6-7 months, somewhere around there, and you'd be surprised what you can recycle, what you can't recycle. Like, I've heard you can recycle certain mattresses. I can show you something else. You might not be able to figure out what these are, but these, like blister packs and stuff that, like medicine comes in, or like allergy medicine. These can be recycled. So I'm keeping like, this is like a food safety seal thing that came in, but like that stuff like that. So I'm trying to save up these type of things for, because with one of the companies I recycle with is TerraCycle. I can print off a label for, I think, I don't know, I think UPS and FedEx, where I can ship the stuff to TerraCycle and they will recycle it, do whatever they need to do with it. I'm just waiting to get enough to justify, to fill a box, basically. I'm trying to find the right box and the right amount to get those sent off. So I'm trying to save them. And then this plastic bag will be recycled after I'm done. So just keep in mind, there's probably lots of things you can recycle, lots of things you can do to recycle, reuse things, stuff like that. And then these facts, since it's coming from recyclingacrossamerica.org, and most of the things I'm going to find are going to be pertaining to the U.S. So I don't know, I don't have a whole lot of subscribers at this time, but if you are outside the U.S., and you stumble across this video, please tell me what country you're from and what kind of recycling programs you have in place in your area or country, or wherever you live, because I would always love to know what you guys do, because it could help me out or help someone else out. But like I said, most of the facts I'm going to talk about are going to be U.S. because I am based in the U.S., in Ohio. And then this, the next one says, this relates to the economy, but recycling generates 7 to 10 more jobs than landfills and waste-to-energy plants. So basically, recycling companies and recycling in general produces more jobs than just us throwing it away. And then the last fact is recycling a stack of newspaper just 3 feet high saves 1 tree. So don't think that so I guess with that little fact, it's more of not what you can do. Every little bit helps, and what you can do may not seem like a lot, but it helps in the overall thing. So if everyone throws away 1 small stack of newspapers, even if it's less than 3 feet high, it adds up and it saves things, helps the environment and stuff like that, helps the earth. But yeah, so you just want to, like I said, do your own research. Make sure you are being conscientious of what you buy, what you have, things that could be recycled. Some shoes can be recycled. With TerraCycle, there's boxes you can get that you can recycle shoes with. I already sent 1 box off to them of shoes. I think there might have been like 6 or 7 pairs in there, maybe 7 pairs. And it was like 6 pounds of shoes, because their website told me how much it was, like how much it weighed. So don't think it doesn't matter, because it does matter. And this is about simple living, and my channel is about simple living and minimalism. But if you reduce the stuff you have, the stuff you buy, the stuff you waste, it is going to help you live simply and live better. So I don't want you to just think that, oh, I'm adding more to your plate. But if you start recycling what you have, so you can have less stuff in your house, less clutter, you can make more room for recycling, helping the environment, if that makes sense. So yeah, you just want to make sure that if it's too overwhelming, if you have too much stuff in your house that's overwhelming, don't worry about recycling everything. Do what you can. Just be conscientious of, because I always say that minimalism is twofold. It's not just the stuff in your house and what you're getting rid of. It's also what you're bringing into your house or your home. Because if you're just getting rid of, let's say, 5 t-shirts and you're just bringing 5 more into your house, it's not really doing much good if you're just bringing more or the same amount of what you're getting rid of into your house. So just be conscious of what you're buying, what you actually need, what you're actually using. And this is what kind of also inspired my Project 2026. I'm trying to determine how much of things that we're actually using as of household of 2 plus a part-time person. I'm trying to figure out how many laundry detergents we need, how many cleaners we need, sponges we need. So, which is valuable data for me and for a lot of other people, because if you're wanting to reduce what you have in your house and you keep overbuying things, it's not helping you reduce clutter in your house. So, that being said, I have some updates for my household and to overall declutter. The overall declutter, I have 295 items that I'm getting rid of, which I'm actually slacking on because I have a bunch of stuff that I'm needing to take to my car to donate. And then my household stuff is 69, which is, I'm only doing 200 of those, so I'm doing okay. Just trying to be patient and do a little at a time. Do what you can. Doing one thing is better than 1 or 2 things a day is better than nothing. So please try to recycle, reduce what you use, reuse things. And, like I said, this overall will help you live a more simple life. So thanks for joining me today, and I hope you have a great weekend, a great week.